yeah, 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 yeah. It's time for the Kevin and Nikee show. They gon' have it lit up. Yeah, you know, it's time for the Kevin and Nikee show. They got the airways poppin' every city across the globe. It's time for the Kevin and Nikee show. They gon' have it lit up. Yeah, you know, it's time for the Kevin and Nikee show. They got the airways poppin' every city across the globe. You know him as a dope actor, Kevin D. Benton, 360 twice jam, how he keep winning. And you know the baddest actress, Nikee Warren. She so bad you walking past, she had you speaking for her. If you ain't tuning in, this your reality check. You might miss out on your favorites or celebrity guests. When they celebrate, what you do? You get the bell, yeah. Throwing Kevin's corner, get inspired and encouraged, yeah. Been on corners, why you listen, but don't swerve. Find out what's getting on Nikee nerves. What's bothering Nikee? What's bothering Nick? What's bothering Nikee? What's bothering Nick? Keep on playing. Me and Kevin Coons and we gon' get you in. Check us out on social media and your mobile phone. We everywhere you ever station played out like a ringtone. Follow me like Bino R-E-M-E-Y. Bino Remy, pop like Zimmy, and my flow how to pick a semi. Been doing this since I scraped up pennies. But back to the subject, Kevin Nikee.
All right.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? This is the Podcast Festival. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Well, that was 936 Bino. He's the one that did the intro to the Kevin and Nikee show. And I'm proud to say that's my cousin, too. So that helps, too.
Bino Remy.
I'm like Sandy.
And my flow hotter. Take a city.
Back to the subject.
Kevin Nikee.
Right.
Yes.
We lose focus every now and then. So don't pass no mind. This is great stuff. All right. So, listen, welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out from the top, middle, and bottom of our hearts, man. We do what we do for you, and we can't do what we do without you. We want to thank the Philly Podcast Fest. And all the sponsors. We're gonna go down the list just like all the other shows did. That's right. We got Indie Hall Podcast,
World Cafe Live.
We got the National Liberty Museum.
Yes.
New Media Touring. Fireball Printing. Everything is awesome, but podcast. OB Media Podcasting Service. Philly Banner Express. Tea House Screening Printing. Bridge Pop Sound. The Philadelphia Podcasting Society. And anybody that helped. Even the food was great. The food, we gotta give shout out to the food, the sound guys. They get the bell. That's right, we give out the bell. Yes, sir. All right, and the Kevin and Nikee show, we had some sponsors as well that we want to give a shout out to. It's sponsored by Urban Elite and Beauty LLC. Culture, quality, beauty solutions for our culture and community. For more information, be sure to visit their website at www.urbanbeautyelite.com or contact David Benton at 609-217-5292 or email David Benton at dbenton@urbanelitebeauty.com. And then be sure to check out the Urban Elite Beauty LLC display table right over there. And I want to say my hairline is brought to you by Urban Elite Beauty. If you get my age, you're going to need some help. So check out urbanelitebeauty.com. We got some other sponsors.
And listen, are you a very important person? Mm-hmm. Do you have a special engagement or movie or premiere coming up? Do you like riding inside? If so, check out VIP Transportation. Yes, for all of your transportation needs, you can find him, James Wilkins, at 267-408-2026. And you gotta admit that we rode up here. We rode up here inside. So okay,
good to have sponsors, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
All right, so what we got next? So with that being said, it is now time for the many adventures of
Yes.
We even do our own sound effects. Yeah. We always got a lot to talk about.
So we're actors, and we always got something to talk about. So listen, one of the awesome
we forgot
things.
To introduce ourselves. We forgot to introduce ourselves.
You forgot to introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm actor Kennedy Benson.
I'm actress Nikee.
All right. Adventures. Yeah.
So one of the awesome things about being an actor is that when your name gets out there constantly, you know, from being on set and being on time and different things like that, people come to know you. Mm-hmm. So one of the awesome things that happened to me was I got a phone call, and the phone call was simply, "Hey, I need you to be in my movie." Yeah. I was like, okay. And the funny thing about it is that I wasn't going to take the call. Because I thought it was a bill collector. I thought it was a scammer, so I wasn't going to take the call. And someone said, answer the phone. And so I answered the phone, and it was a director for a multi-million-dollar film, okay? So, yeah, I wanted to take that call. So I did, and I got the part.
Oh, absolutely. It's great to be recommended.
It's so great to be recognized. Answer your phone.
Answer your phone. It might be a bill collector, but it might not. But anyway, and the other thing, well, you always stand on the grind.
Always stand on the grind.
Stand on your line.
Always auditioning, wardrobe ready, and different things like that. So we got a lot of things coming up. We're filming Pride. Mm-hmm. We got Pride coming up. You did your part. I have to film my part. My part will be filmed next week. Right. We got that going on. Then we have If You're Dirty. Right. We got to do that.
You got to explain that so they don't think we're being nasty.
Okay, If You're Dirty, pretty much.
The whole title is If You're Dirty, Take a Bath.
If You're Dirty, Take a Bath. So pretty much the film is basically about a husband and wife and their child. They were like, I would say lower class, and the husband right here, he plays the husband. He decided that he wanted to be a pastor of a church. Right. Okay? He wanted to be a pastor of the church. So he got to church. We got up to this really nice neighborhood and different things, and he lost all the money, including the church, and now we're in a shelter.
But I have redeeming quality.
Now we're living in a shelter, okay? And I play the wife, and I am like the what is it, high maintenance? I'm the high maintenance wife. Yes. You know, I love money and different things like that. So when he tells me that we're moving to this really expensive neighborhood, that's all I heard. I tuned everything else out. I was like, oh, we moving out. Like we see in the Jeffersons, but then we got to the neighborhood and we lost everything thanks to him.
And we ended up in a shelter.
And we're living in a shelter.
And I'm going to receive it in a few explicit words.
Yes.
But we're only creating characters, right?
Yeah, so that's so we're going to be filming that, and so that is definitely a movie that y'all going to want to check out, because that movie is going to be crazy. What else we got?
Well, for me, same thing, stay on the grind, auditioning, always on top of my line, just trying to be consummate professionals that we are. I got a phone call that I will be participating in Duffy's Hope 16th annual celebrity basketball game. And for those that don't know, I am a former professional basketball player. I'm going to come out of retirement for one day.
Y'all.
And I'm going back in by way of some Epsom salt and soaking in the tub. But I'm going to play. It's going to be at the 76ers Field House, 401 Garages Lane, Wilmington, Delaware. It's on Saturday, August 3rd. 2019, and Duffy's Hope Summer Basketball All-Star Game is going to start at 5. The Celebrity Game is going to start at 6. And it's really awesome because it's to benefit you, and Nikee and I had the awesome opportunity to participate in the Positive Choices, the Positive Lives Celebrity Day up in Rockaway, New Jersey. So anything that benefits kids and people or uplifting the spirit and encouraging and inspiring, we try to be a part of, especially with kids. So we just trying to use our platform, acting and the radio show to, take on that responsibility. Like Spider-Man saying, much responsibility comes great power or something like that. With great power comes great responsibility. So we just fulfilling our responsibility, man, to make a difference. And so I'm going to participate in this basketball game, and so hopefully I'll make it through. So.
You know what? We're going to get you something right now. You're going to get the bell.
Okay.
You're going to do it.
But I am training every day to get in shape, and we'll see what happens. I'm doing it for the fun of it.
Yeah, you're going to have a tough filled with Epsom salt, for when
I am. It's going to be waiting for me as soon as I'm up to the door. And so also, I'm going to be the master of ceremony. It's like an all-day event going on. I'll be the master of ceremony for the town hall meeting. They're going to talk about how we can, benefit and improve our youth, provide opportunities and things like that. So I'm looking forward to it. Other than that, man, just continue to audition. I auditioned for a movie called The Impact Factor 4 years ago.
Okay.
They finally got around to do it. Sometimes this stuff takes patience.
Okay.
And I get the inbox yesterday that I still got the role. I was like, cool, 4 years ago, cool. Anyway, but
it feels good to be remembered.
Yeah. So that's our adventure.
That's our adventure. That's all we got.
That's all. Well, we had more, but we only got an hour. So
okay.
We got plenty.
I can't forget. We only got an hour.
So look,
we're gonna take a break.
We're gonna take a break,
and then when we come back.
When we come back?
Yeah. We're going to take a break.
Then we're going to talk about
our
special guests.
Yes, we're going to talk
about
our special guests.
One of our special guests.
Yes, one of our special guests. One of them.
All right, so at this time, we're going to have 936 Bino come back up. I think this song is called Long, Long Days. I kind of like this. Yeah, I had to see Long, Long Days myself. So, it's the Kevin and Nikee Show on iHeart Podcast. Yeah, we want to tell y'all we graduated from iHeartRadio to iHeart Podcast. We got the email yesterday, so we are very, very excited about expanding our reach. It's the Kevin and Nikee Show on iHeartRadio. We are everywhere, and we will be right back. You ready to be up? That's it. We're going ready, man. Everybody doing good? Everybody enjoying the podcast week? Yeah. Everybody doing good? This is fun, man. Yeah, we got to give another shout out to Nathan and Tegan. They did a phenomenal job of just providing us with all the information that we needed to be able to be prepared to come into this show and do the best that we could do. And knowing what to do is everything. Actually, it's half the battle. The other half of the battle is getting up here and doing it. And so thank you to Nathan and Tegan and the whole entire team just for doing such a phenomenal job.
We all done had long days. Let me let you know my story. Shout out to Kevin and Nikee Show. I go by the name 936 Bino. I had long, long days. I've been chasing many ways. It's really in the way up, like nothing won't change. Guess I'm stuck all in my ways. Guess I'm stuck all in my ways. I had long, long days. I've been chasing many ways. It's really in the way up, like nothing won't change. Guess I'm stuck all in my ways. Guess I'm stuck all in my ways. Got my brother looking up for me. Rally, I feel like I'm with me. I don't be chillin', don't be trying to sleep. It ain't my money, and it ain't my team. I can't complain, I will be on my feet. Married to the game, so I creep. I remember sleeping on the street. We was wildin'. Watch the bull, he was wildin'. Flipping on the clothes, he was watching. Catching was giving in the eyelid. Look at me now, I'm on my way. Hit on me now. But what did you say? I'm one of those homies that been doing this, but I take my time. A lot of folks who been on me want me to shine. I'm trying to push it like we running red lights. This ain't too good to take the back. That's just no life. I had long, long days. I've been chasing many ways. It's really in the mud, yeah. Like where's going to change? Guess I'm stuck all in my ways. My ways. Guess I'm stuck all in my ways. I had long, long days. I've been chasing many ways. It's really in the mud, yeah. Like where's going to change? Guess I'm stuck all in my ways. My ways. Guess I'm stuck all in my ways.
It's 936.
All right, that was 936 Bino, long, long days. So, tell our listeners how you got started. What made you want to rap?
Wow, I was like, I've been around music my whole life. Ever since I was a kid, my family always do cookouts and everything, and I always watched my uncles. They was always hit. coming up in the 80s, like, you know, deep Run DMC, all the old school stuff. So I just always enjoyed like going to cookouts and like listening to my uncle's rap that my uncles used to rap too. So I just took it from there. Then when I turned like 15, 16, started going to the studio, took it more serious, and I'm 33 now. So I've just been going since. So this is my passion now.
Nice. So you got an album about the job, right?
Yes, I do.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's called Raleigh. It's RILEY, Real Image Life, Evolve Yourself, and that's the name of my daughter. So it's gonna be dope. It's a positive album. It's actually an EP. It's gonna have like 5 songs on it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm working on it right now. It's gonna be wrapped up soon, and it's gonna be dope. Everybody gonna enjoy it though.
Right. Now, I've kind of, you my cousin, so I've kind of watched you evolve from the Gemini, then you was, 2-time Cobb, now you 936 Beano. Talk a little bit about that evolution from Gemini when you first started out and to where you are now. Because at first I'm thinking like Puff Daddy, just changing your name every week. But one day he Puff Daddy, one day he Diddy, one day he what's the other one. So talk about that progression.
I mean, that just happened with like, as your life go, you grow up and you change, you get wiser. I went with Gemini because, of course, I'm a Gemini. And, then I changed my name Bino 2-time because, my uncle is named Bino too. So I'm Bino 2-time. And, they that's all still my names. Like, I'm just AKA. It's 936 Bino, AKA the Gemini, AKA, so forth. So
Okay.
So 936 Bino, that came from my childhood address. What I felt like made me 936. I've been there since a child. So everything that I talk about in my music and what goes on in my life, that's what made me.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So when people listen to your music, what is it that you want them to walk away with? Like, in a industry where you got people rapping about stuff they don't have, trying to project something that they're not. What is it that you want, your listeners to walk away from?
Just be yourself and don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. Because I know where I came from. I seen a lot of things, but I know my mother and my grandmom, they all raised me right. Mm-hmm. So I was never trying to be that person. Like, I was never trying to be a person to try to do something, that I wasn't raised to do. Right. So that's how I look at it. Just be yourself and just keep going. Like, don't stop. Like,
yeah. And I knew what you were going to say. You know what I mean? And it's one of the things where you have a authenticity about you. And, like I said, our family raised us to do the right thing. We didn't always do the right thing. We running through yards and stuff like that. And they chasing us out of May, remember that? And stuff like that. But they put a foundation in us that, constitute authenticity. You got that authenticity.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, for those who are trying to get into the music business, we understand that with anything that we're trying to do is very hard. Mm-hmm. So tell our listeners a little bit about your whole process and how you were able to get started and different things like that, and how hard it is.
It's very hard because it takes a lot, like, to invest in yourself, like studio time, like it's just something that you really gotta like put your time into, and like in order for yourself to like to grow with your music, like. That's how you just gotta keep grinding and just like keep investing in yourself, and it'll work out from there.
There we go. All right, gang. Well, he's formerly known as the Gemini, aka Bino 2-times Cobb, aka Bino Remy. You forgot that name, aka the one who did the new intro for the Kevin and Nikee show.
Yes.
Rapper, MC, lyricist, songwriter, and much, much more.
Yes.
Y'all just heard the rap. We're talking about none other 936.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Awesome. All right. We're going to hear more from 936 Bino later in a minute.
Yeah.
But now I'm just honored, about our next guest.
Yes.
I mean, she is running for city council at large. I mean, she's just doing awesome things in the community and youth activist and much more. I mean, who are we talking about? We're talking about none other than Miss Charlie Hill. Yes.
What's up, Charlie? How you doing?
It's been a minute.
I know. Good.
So much has changed.
I know. Yeah.
Good things, all good things.
Yeah, all good things.
Yes.
Nice.
So, Miss Charlie
Wow.
Hill, you're running for city council at large. And you're already doing so much in the community. So you're not someone I'm running for city councilwoman, and I want to come meet the people now. Like, you're already in the community, cleaning the community, you're already working with the youth and things like that. Tell our listeners what exactly is city councilwoman and what do you do?
So, what I plan on doing?
What you plan on doing?
The game plan is, actually my main objective is to be a modern voice within City Hall.
Okay.
I am running as an independent, which has never been done as far as being elected in the position of City Council as independent. So it's already challenging with that being said, because most of the time it's just Democrats and Republicans, two major parties that I'm familiar with. So my main agenda is pushing the youth. I think the youth is primary, it's our key, it's our future. It's so important that we create programs that are going to benefit them and help them fulfill their dreams. There's a lot of activities going on in the streets that I feel like it's negative, and there are some students out there, there's some children out there that are really striving to be better and to become who they are destined to be. It's just that they don't have the resources. So I feel like it's very important that someone like myself and others like you, because you guys attended some of the events I've hosted in the past, come up and step up to the plate and be active and be role models and be mentors, because there are a lot of youth out there who just need that guidance, that advice, and that encouragement along the way. So one of the things that I like to accomplish when I get in there is education. Programming, especially with the Parks and Rec programs. Because Parks and Recs are in the process of being rebuilt. I think Eric Haynes put a lot of money towards the rebuild programs, which is important because they need those outlets. They need those places to go to just to kind of be like a safe haven. Most of the time they're in school all day. So after school activities are important. They're key because otherwise they're going to go to the streets. So we have to invest in those type of investing in properties and places where there's YMCA's, there's the Parks and Rec department, group centers. So it's key. So that's fun.
Okay, we're gonna take up a collection for Charlie.
Yeah.
Appreciate that service.
She gotta get it. That is
awesome.
amazing.
That is amazing. That's amazing.
Just a few years ago, we were at the premiere, and now we're sitting here.
Now,
and she
we got to tell this story. We had the premiere of Jason's Letter, starring Vivica Fox. We had a movie called Jason's Letter, starring Vivica Fox, Paul Anthony, Quentin Aaron, and so Charlie came down, was on the red carpet with us. And I said, "Look, Charlie, today you are honorary cast member. Everything we do, you do." So she was getting interviewed and didn't know what the question was about, but she answered it perfectly.
She's being interviewed. She on the red carpet.
She was on the stage with us at the end. They called the cast out. She was up there, but we was like, "You're honorary cast member." That's right. It was so much fun.
And now we're sitting here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she's running for office.
You're running for office.
That is just amazing.
That's awesome.
That is just amazing. One more time.
Because
when I heard about it, I was like,
we got to bring her on the show. Now, you had your Martin Luther King event. You had your nonprofit organization called Integrity Click. Now, listen. You don't name your nonprofit organization Integrity Click unless you got integrity.
That's right.
Okay? So I'm going to throw that out. Back to you. Anyway, we need more integrity in Philadelphia. So you had your Martin Luther King event. You do it every year. You do a phenomenal job. Kenyatta Johnson came down. You had the police force came down. People. And then you had some of the cast and Jason Letter come down and speak. I wanted you to kind of talk about that event, so our listeners to kind of know, you do more events, but talk about that event.
So Integrity Click, it actually originated because of, like you said, integrity is so important. It's a key value that I think everyone should, embrace. the organization is all about encouraging a more ethical and health conscious youth culture. So, we try to do things, projects, programming that is geared towards increasing self-esteem, their character, morals and values that I feel like a lot of people have lost, not just children, because we got to show them the way.
Right.
But, so MLK, that event was intense. We did have a lot of guest speakers. It was really, it had a phenomenal turnout. Everyone spoke very highly in regards to integrity and the importance of it. For different aspects, like, as a politician, as the police captain on the force, like from actors as well. Integrity comes across all companies. Youth, not just included youth, it's adults, it's senior citizens. It's something that we have to learn. And one of the things on my platform as far as being running for a candidate is connecting generations. So it's so important that we pass down information, the knowledge, and the wisdom, and that the young people are really ready to embrace it, because it's important that we know these morals and values, such as integrity. That's key for me. Everybody has different ones, but integrity is important for me because it's doing the right thing and no one's looking.
That's it right there.
Nice. That is just awesome. Now, for anyone who's trying, how can they get involved?
With Integrity Click, we do have a website. It's called integrityclick.com and then .org. And then we also have an Instagram, Integrity Click. And then as far as the campaign is thecharliehills.com. And the Instagram is @thecharliehills. So by all means, you have them come out. Some of the events we have coming up soon, as well as a campaign. We have a couple of events as well that we need volunteers to get the word out. Being running as city council at large, I have to be in all areas of the city. So that is so difficult to do. I'm from South Philly, so the South Philly area I'm familiar with, a little bit of north, a little bit of west, but at the same time, like trying to get to all areas of the city just to kind of get to know them and what their concerns are so that I can promptly address them. That's important.
And I gotta say this, like when she says she's in all areas of the city, like she's literally in all areas of the city. I got a text from her that she was in Chinatown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like 12 midnight. I'm in Chinatown right now. So she was on the way to come give me some information and stuff like that. So she's literally everywhere.
And with the gas prices these days, I need donations.
That's right, you need donations. So you're trying to get signatures, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So how can people,
so
sign?
right now we are working on getting signatures so that can secure a spot on the ballot
On the
in
ballot,
November.
okay.
So the minimum requirement is 3,226, which is a really hard number.
Where we at right now?
All right.
So we're a little over 2,000.
Okay.
So we are still out here getting signatures. I have volunteers who hit me up on a DM. On the website, that are willing to petition or pledge like 10 signatures or 20 signatures or something of the sort, which is good because then I know that people out there are getting the message and one signature helps.
That's right.
Whether it's 1, 5, 10, 25, 50, it's very beneficial to
I remember Charlie went to an organization in Philly. I'm not gonna say no name to get some sponsorship, and when she mentioned Integrity Click, the lady was like, "You can investigate us."
Right. Yes.
So that's where we at. But I have to say this. Like Charlie is a personal friend of mine. I've had the opportunity and blessing to like work side by side with her for years. So I know her personally. She's very, very professional, very organized, very, very structured.
Yes.
She knows policy. You violate policy, you will get an email.
That's
Sorry.
Change.
Then she rubbed off on me, and I started sending emails. I'm sending an email too. They didn't pick up the trash last night. Send an email. So, I'm serious. But she is a woman of integrity.
Yes, she is.
And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. There's two people that the Kevin and Nikee show will make it hard on, and that's preachers and politicians. Because they talk out both sides of their mouth.
Yeah.
But I can co-sign on her because I know her personally. I know what she was doing before she started working. They do street cleaning with the kids. They do a phenomenal job. She does all kinds of events around the city. So this is not somebody that's just talking about it. She's being about it. And we wanted to do what we can do to help support you, get signatures. Do you have a table? You got stuff back there we can sign? We can sign for you. Because look, I'm going to be honest with you. We're not going to say the department.
Right.
I feel like saying the department.
That's not.
But when you get in office, then you come back and come get that department. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
we need change here in Philadelphia.
Yes,
Man. It's so much corruption going on in our political structure. Every time you turn around, somebody's getting locked up because they didn't mismanage money, and then we the people have to pay the price by you getting a parking ticket because you got out there by 8:01 instead of 8 o'clock to make up for the difference. Yeah, I'm gonna say it because I'm gonna voice it right here on the Kevin Nikee Show. We need get people like Charlie in office that's going to stand up and send an email to say this is not right.
Yeah.
And the people of Philadelphia should not have to pay a price because they're mismanaging money down City Hall.
That's right.
I'm feeling this.
I love that energy. You know, I appreciate it.
I got insight.
I'm telling
Because you know, I've been affected.
You might get him hype talk about church. Watch this. Church.
Oh. I got it. All right, we did it. So, yes, to Charlie, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yes.
And you got our support, man. We're gonna hopefully get you some signatures today.
Yes, you got
and
our
we're
support.
gonna try to get you in office, man, because we know you're
Yes.
gonna make a difference.
And we need some change.
And we need some change.
And change is always
church say
good.
amen?
Amen.
What's that song? Is it change?
Oh, here we go.
Change coming.
Oh,
I can't sing.
Listen, y'all.
What's that song by they sang it
You saw the one they
a
sent
change gonna come.
Yes, I know what you're
I
talking
was
about.
on by the river.
I was born by the
Yeah,
river. Come on, y'all can join in. But anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you guys for
Yes.
having me. I appreciate
Thank
you
you
guys.
Absolutely.
so
Absolutely.
much for coming on our show.
Yes,
Thank
absolutely.
You,
Continue
thank
success and blessings, and you have our support, you know.
Yes, you do.
And please visit her table, the table back there. Please
Yes.
visit the table afterwards
Please
and give her
visit
whatever
the table.
support
Yes,
you can
yes,
get.
yes,
So,
ma'am.
we're gonna,
We're going to have
You
Vito
can
coming
take
up. It's time for Vito. Okay.
all right.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I lose my focus when I get passionate about stuff. And like I said, when it comes to politics and church, I start getting the shakes. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
get
y'all want to
passionate
see him
about
get the
it.
shakes? Just say
Yeah.
church.
Yeah,
And he'll start
church. It's like, you know what I mean? But I'm very, very passionate about our kids. I've been working with kids for 30 years. It's what I've been, called to do, born to do. It's not a job for me. I enjoy sitting down, talking to them, trying to change perspectives. And if I can reach one, I did a great job. And for people that don't know this, I used to work a basketball camp at Germantown Friends from 1990. I'm kind of telling my age. That's why I need the Urban League view. From 1990 to 2000. And there were so many kids that came out of that camp that are doing great things right now. Kevin Hart was a camper who's a friend of mine. He was a camper in my group as a youngster. I was on the set, The Upside, when we filmed The Upside with Bryan Cranston and Kevin Hart, and he showed me a lot of love, man, and it showed me that I did something right. Because I just stuck my hand out and just said, continued success and blessings. I kept walking, because, sometimes they make he got more money falling out of his pocket. And I was like, he might go Hollywood on me, so I kept walking, and he turned around, he was like, Cat, and I was like, Cat, and we hugged and things like that. And it just goes to show you that you never know the impact that you made on one. The head coach of LaSalle, he was also Ashley Howard. He was a camper in my group. He's the head coach of LaSalle. That man Cosby Roundtree, who was on Villanova's national championship team, he was a camper. I trained him. So it's like I generally use the vehicle of basketball to reach kids, but it's just awesome. It's just awesome.
Gotta come up. I gotta come up. Gotta come up. Gotta come up. I gotta come up. Gotta make my daughter smile. Tryna make my mama proud now. Gotta come up. It's been a long time coming. Got my mind all on this bread. It ain't nothing you can tell me. Gotta come up, we gotta come up. Tryna come up, we gotta come up, we gotta come up. Gotta come up, we gotta come up. It's been a long time coming, yeah. Can't be the only one I trust in there. Dreaming on when it's gonna be my year. Plenty nights I stay up shedding tears. I know it's my time, it's what I want. Can't take it for granted. They show me no love. Been through so much. They ask me how I hold on to my patience. The life or death was really not my current situation. God got me, I just made my life better, bossing up like John Gotti. They can't stop me, they made me cocky. Girls watch me burning green like it's wasabi. How they cheat about your feelings, about me. How they sweet, all in their feelings, that's not me. Niggas they thinking I'm dumb. I can do this for my long son. Trying to remix it, they level this son. I'm left with, I know that they wrong son. I'm not ashamed where I come from. With the OGs that I'm done it all. Cops only that we run from. Chinese stove gets a one ton. Chinese clothes when it's run time. Back to back like crime. I gotta come up. Gotta make my daughter smile. Trying to make my mama proud now. Gotta come up. It's been a long time coming. Got my mind all on this brain. It ain't nothing you can tell me. I gotta come up. Try to come up. We gotta come up. I gotta come up. I'll go home, yeah, you hit the bricks. Been a year, you hit the mix. Still grinding, flipping whips with cousin Davey, they legit. Real estate in different states, that's every day, never taking breaks. Never hate, just know your place. My grandma told me to say my grace, never let your blessings go to waste. Got a homie lawyer that'll eat the case, give him all this money, now I'm straight. Just really my life, you perfect. I can't tell you don't be on what I be on. I can't tell you hating on what I be on. You can't block me out my head, I'm still here. You can't block me, I see through you, I'm no deer. Chuckin' how you got Balenciaga, all that Ferragamo, nigga, show me that. Chuckin' how you in the strip club, how you ballin' all you can throw rack. That's none of my business. I'm just trying to get it and feed my daughter. Yeah, that's my business. I'm just trying to get it. I'm just trying to get it and feed my daughter in their order. I gotta come up, gotta make my daughter smile, trying to make my mama proud now. Gotta come up, it's been a long time coming, got my mama on this grid, it ain't nothing you can tell me. We tryna come up, gotta come up, we gotta come up. I gotta come up, we gotta come up, we gotta come up. Yeah, gotta come up, we gotta come up, we gotta come up. We gotta come up, we gotta come up, we gotta come up. Kevin and Nikee show, you already know, 936 Bingo. Follow me on Instagram, at 936 Bingo. Thank you.
Yeah. I think it's all right, man. You know what I mean? All right, man. Now, I won't be able to do it like you do. All right. So now I would like to bring up two special people. I want to bring up my mom and my sister-in-law. Yeah. This is Heather Benton. This is my mom, Miss Patricia Benton. So yeah. So y'all have been hearing me make jokes about my hairline. It's sponsored by Urban Elite Beauty, and it's true. I got my what's it called? My Jerome Russell hairspray. You know what I mean? So spirit.
Yes.
But anyway, we wanted to bring you guys on. You guys are a representation of Urban Elite Beauty. David Benton could not be here. And so we wanted to talk to you guys about, Urban Elite Beauty and things about what you guys do. We saw the awesome display table you have up there. Me, of course, knowing David personally because he's my brother.
I got the whole family.
I got the whole family. It's we are family. We should start swinging we are family.
No.
Okay. All right, maybe after the show.
Remember, you can't say.
Okay, I can. Stay in your
He
lane.
tries, though. He tries.
I try. But I know that David started Urban Elite Beauty because, of course, he's an entrepreneur. I love entrepreneurial endeavors, but you have a motive and agenda to affect people positively.
Yep.
And, we all saw the movie Barbershop when they were talking about how an African-American man, once he gets his hair cut, like, I feel good. Like, my hairline is straight. You know what I'm saying? I feel good.
You know what? You get the phone.
I get the phone. I feel good. So what he was basically saying in Barbershop is like, when you get your hair cut, you feel good about yourself it affects the way you feel on the inside. So we'll start with you, Mom. Like, you talk about Urban Elite Beauty. Talk about what the purpose is in terms of how you guys want to affect people on the inside as a result of looking beautiful on the outside.
Well, just like you said, when you fix yourself up on the outside, it makes you feel good on the inside. And it makes you feel positive. And positivity is very important. Because when you are positive about the way you look, the way you feel from the inside, it will project on the outside. And not only that, it will be contagious. And it will deal contagious to other people, where they want to know, well, what makes you function the way you do, or what makes you smile all the time. Why are you smiling all the time? That can be contagious.
Yeah.
So, Elite Beauty is for that purpose, is to make not only the Black culture, but culture period, to try these different solutions, these different products that will make you feel better on the inside. From hair to shampoo, from shampoo to for men's beards, the oils for their beards and so forth. And so it's so much on the website, for all kind of people, and it's important.
That's true, because I've never heard of somebody put on a tuxedo and be like, I'm about to shoot up a case. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you like feel good, like it and that's so true psychologically. I talk about this on the show. How in this day and age, what they're doing is that's why they're moving to uniforms in the school system, because they want to change the way people act by changing the way you feel, because you look better. And from talking to you talk about culture, you talk about love thyself, love thy hair, stuff like that. So Heather, what would you say? How would you answer that question in terms of you're like the you the support. Yeah, you got to
use the microphone. Heather.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that you talk about your hairline, because that's kind of how Urban Elite Beauty started. Is my husband started to need to pay more attention to his hairline, and when he would go and try and purchase products, he found that when he went to a brick and mortar store, he was buying from normally people who he couldn't ask questions. They couldn't answer anything about the products that he wanted. So his goal, his vision, is to offer beauty supplies in his own community or communities like his own that he grew up in, but to actually know and care about the products and his customers in a more personal way. Well, it's really expensive to have a startup business. So UrbanEliteBeauty.com was born because it gave him the opportunity to launch a brand and to launch a vision of the company. So he really believes in getting involved with the community and building a more personal connection with his community, and feels that through that the website can grow. And he's partnered with Amazon, and Rick Ross has a new grooming line and he's really excited about that partnership. Beard oils, hair oils, and pomades. So it started with the hairline. Why can't me and my family provide something from us, as opposed to just spending our money in places where, all I'm doing is spending $1. So how does this become personal and yet give away for me and my family to have a future?
There you go.
Now you got a lot of nice products over there. I was eyeballing some stuff.
There's some neat eyelashes.
Yeah, I'll be over there. Nice. Tell us what you got over there.
So we just have a few samples of what's available on the website. Obviously, there's much more than we could actually show. Our goal today is really to let you know the Urban Elite Beauty name. For those of you who are here, please sign up so that we can send you emails and newsletters about the company as it grows. But we have Shea Moisture products, several examples of the Rick Ross line, which he's really excited about. Urban Hydration is another partnership that has great hydration products for hair and body that are all natural, and no animal cruelty, paraben-free. So just a few things. Eyelashes.
And these beautiful t-shirts.
And these beautiful
t-shirts. Check it out.
Urban Elite Beauty. What's give the website again?
UrbanEliteBeauty.com.
There you go.
Nice.
Y'all keep it up. Thank you. All right, so right now we got to bring our special guest.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm hyped. So
Yes.
yeah. So go ahead. I'll let you.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
You
Do
do
it.
it.
All right.
You introduce our next.
All right, then.
Yes.
All right.
Do it.
So we're gonna bring on our headlining special guest. Man. And it's, and for me, when we introduce guests, sometimes some other guests are more personal because they're your friend, you know them, they've mentored you. You know what I'm saying? So we got the stuff on the paper, but this is a little bit extra. You know what I'm saying? So he's a multi-award winning actor, writer, director, producer, casting department, casting director, and entrepreneur. He's a native of Philadelphia. He attended the prestigious Freedom Theater in Philadelphia, PA. There he met the renowned acting coach Ricardo Martin, who introduced him to the Rainbow Company, where he further pursued his acting abilities and progressed to performing at the distinguished Head Group and the Wilma Fieres. He worked alongside with some of the most recognized and very influential names in the industry, including actor and director Bill Duke.
Yeah.
He has appeared as a frequent character in the critically acclaimed TV series The Wire. Y'all remember that? Which commenced his TV and film career. He will soon appear in projects with Gerard Butler, Jamie Foxx, Anthony Mackie, Wendell Pierce, Kerry Washington, and other notable performers. You've seen him in movies like Creed 1. He played a cop in Split, played Uncle Tony and Jason's Letter. We was in Jason's Letter, which premiered on the Stars Network and is still premiering. And recently you can catch him on the CW's Black Lightning playing the character Terrence Long. Actually, he was filming in Atlanta,
And
came back, was filming that night
and then
to be here with us. Then he's going back to Atlanta to film some more Black Lightning.
Some more Black
And it's just a lot of Black Lightning going on. So he steadily fulfilled one of his lifelong dreams as an actor, as an entrepreneur in the community, and propelled his career. He is the founder of I Can Act, that's his name spelled backwards, Entertainment Solutions and I Can Act Acting Academy. I Can Entertainment Solutions is an organization that empowers, encourages, and challenges the entrepreneurial spirits of our young people. I Can Acting Academy trains and prepares students of all ages, beginning at 5 through adult, in the arts of acting as well as other artistic creative outlets. And I'm going to say personally, me and Nikee took his Acting Academy classes. And we through hard work and his instruction, we became multi-award winning actors. You don't become a multi-award winning actor by signing up. You got to sign up, take the class, and then work hard.
That's right.
Because the work of the actors done where that? Yeah, at home, outside the country. None other than give him a hand to come Nikee Diller. That's right. You get to sit wherever you want to. We just glad you're here, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
all the way through Atlanta.
You on fumes, y'all.
Awesome. Yes. We got Nikee Diller in the building. That's awesome.
That's it.
Thank you so much, y'all.
That's it.
Okay.
All right. You want to go first?
You go first.
I've been doing a lot of stuff.
What?
All right. Well, look, man, we just thank you for being here, man. You were on the set of Black Lightning. I mean, I watched you. You tore your scene up.
Yeah.
You tore your scene up. So, I mean, how did you get started in acting? I mean, we know The Wire was kind of like your breakout. What made you get into acting?
Well, I used to watch The Cosby Show back in the day, and I just felt like I could be Theo. I wanted to be Theo. And I was extremely quiet as a kid, real shy. And so I told my mother, I wanted to be an actor. And she was like, okay, if you ask me more than once, I'll look into it. So I had an audition at Freedom Theater, and literally they gave me like a scene. I had to learn a scene. When I got in front of those people, I forgot everything I had to say. Everything. But they accepted me, and it changed my life. I don't know if they needed guys to take the class or my mother was standing behind them with flashing the checkbook.
Shout out to Miss Gloria.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I'm telling you, my mom is amazing.
It's so funny because I remember a story that you shared with Kevin and I about your mother when she said, "How you want to act? You don't even like to talk."
Yeah.
You don't even like to talk. How you want to do that?
Right.
How does that work?
But I felt something inside of me, and I just pushed, and it was hard. I got hollered at in class, but I saw myself doing it, so I just kept pushing it into that dream. So some people, they're young, they say, "Oh, you're so outgoing, I can see you on stage, I can see you on this and that," but the same kid or the same person is still in that room, the quiet kid that may need that attention also. Like the arts was really beneficial in my my learning. I drew, so I learned differently, and but it just opened up a whole world of self-esteem and helped me, So I if it wasn't for them saying, "Hey, come on in here," I don't know where I would be standing today.
Nice. And you have an awesome school.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Let's put your school out there.
Put your school out.
I mean, it was a phenomenal experience. We were like, every time the class ended, we was like, hey, still you gotta make it longer. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make it longer.
Yeah.
Like 1 hour is not enough time.
Yeah.
Right.
But talk about your acting academy, man. I mean, kids, you got the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Kids are auditioning, getting roles on big shows.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mess it up. You tell it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I started the school in 2009, and the reason why I started was because it wasn't a whole lot of places for kids to go to where they were being taught by working actors. A lot of times, what my experience was too, I got out into the world of arts and theater, and I didn't know the right information. Like I'm gonna tell y'all a story real quick. Don't judge me. All right, so when I was younger at Freedom Theater, they made you wear tights. You had to wear tights, right? So I get out there, I'm like, all right, I got my tights. I'm gonna go and do some auditioning. So I get out there in the world, ain't nobody got no tights on. I'm the only one in the room with tights. They looking at me like, what's wrong with this guy? I'm looking around the room like, these people ain't serious. I'm gonna get this job. They got the tights. So so it was a hard learning experience right there. You know what I'm saying? So I created the school. I have a few acting coaches that I have in the class that teach the class too, and I help cast. So a lot of times, a lot of people will call me because of the students in the class, and they'll get opportunities and jobs. And like even for the film Jason Letter with Kevin and Nikee mentioned, the director was a friend of mine. So he knew I had an acting school. So he would just send me like, hey, I need a guy, I need a girl, I need a kid for this, whatever. So the lead kid was from my acting class, So, and right now I have a 7-year-old that just booked a film with M. Night Shyamalan. She's 7 years old. First job, first acting experience, and literally she's SAG eligible out the gate. My first job was The Wire. That's when. Well, I had many jobs before that, but my first TV SAG after job was The Wire, and it was hard to get. It was a lot of even right now. Like I'm working on the show Black Lightning. I literally auditioned like 10, 15 times before I landed the role of Terrence Long.
Wow.
And it was crazy because when I saw the scene, when you do film, you never know if they're going to cut your scene or, So I was kind of hesitant to tell people, like, hey, y'all, I'm on Black Lightning.
They might watch it like, I ain't seen you.
Yeah, on that pictures in the back.
Yeah.
So then when my scene came on, it was crazy because it was a few other people that were speaking before me. And they cut their scenes. Wow. And they went straight to me. Wow. So it was kind of like my scene.
Nice.
So I did that, and so I got called back, So I'm on the 3rd season now.
That's it. Before we go, put your website out there. I know you guys got pamphlets and stuff back there.
Yeah.
People that might want to get into acting or pass it on to your sons and daughters. Put your website out there, and then we got the road.
All right. Yeah. Well, it's ICanActs. It's AIKANACTS.org. Or if you guys on Instagram or Facebook, it's ICanActs. It's my name backwards, but it's AIKANACTS. And you can just follow me. It's me on the Instagram. So if you send me a message, it'll be me. It's fine. It's not a robot or nothing like that.
Yeah. The kids do it.
That's our show, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out and enjoying the Kelly and Nikee show. Thank you. We out here.
Satisfy your sweet tooth with some tasty treats from the Brownie Shop. fudge cupcakes, sweet potato pie, freshly baked bread, homemade ice cream, creamy chocolatey brownies, and much, much more. Check out their full menu on Facebook Brownie Shop or Brownie Shop 2019 Instagram. Get your next dessert from the Brownie Shop. Your sweet tooth will love you for it.
Urban Elite Beauty Shop is an online urban beauty supply store that serves both men and women in the urban communities. Our goal is to offer a wide range of beauty supplies at wholesale prices that encourage consumer feedback and building lasting relationships. We will leverage the exploding trend of male home beauty solutions, i.e. male units, balding solutions, and much, much more. Go to www.urbanelitebeautyshop.com today. Check out what the urban experience is all about. The Scholars Professional Editing Firm consists of a specialized group of academic doctors, editors, and statisticians that keep doctoral candidates moving through the academic doctoral process by providing one-to-one group mentorship and all-inclusive editorial services that produce writing advancements that result in exponential movement. The scholars conduct line-by-line editing, proof and copy editing, university-specific format, compliance, and substantive done-for-you service on the following documents: doctoral thesis, dissertations, capstone projects, research studies, research proposals, and oral defense preparations and presentations. The Scholars Professional Editing Group keep you moving. For information on editorial services or doctoral accelerated mentorship program, visit www.thescholarsedediting.com. That's www.thescholarsedediting.com, or contact Dr. Haynes at 281-315-6053. You have been listening to the Kevin and Nikee Show on iHeartRadio.